to the council.
Okay.
Huh. Wonder how long that's
So
been going.
you guys head to the that building. Go in. The guards there. I've seen you several times, and they let you pass, no problem. I guess it's open business hours for the Council of Elders, and you walk in, and they're playing some
A few minutes.
form of board game with each other that you don't know you don't know of. They look content, munching on some, I don't know, nuts or something while they're doing it.
Gay.
They see you approach, and
Fuck
they
you.
they stand up and they're like, welcome back.
Greetings, esteemed aldermen.
Seems like we're good now.
Hello. We've done some digging around the town regarding your opioid problem of sorts. It would appear there is something sinister manipulating the people, perhaps, or pulling the strings. We believe it to be a devilish entity, and have discovered several vagrants who have been slain, eaten by what appear to be invisible hellhounds? Highhounds, as our friend Corey... I don't remember his last name.
Shufflefoot.
Shufflefoot had dubbed them, as it would appear something with the illusionary magic they are using to conceal themselves
Oops.
is disabled in these individuals who consume the sky shark, as they are calling it, I believe.
You done?
Yep.
Okay. My, that's quite a tale. Do you have any proof? Where are the bodies?
I have the clothes, keep in mind.
Of course you do. We did, I believe, retrieve what was left, some traces of one poor unfortunate individual. It would appear the hellhounds are consuming the entirety of the body.
Okay. Well. And they kind of like.
And I'm just like trying to gauge the reactions or like whatever they're.
Okay, roll an insight check. Anybody that's there that wants to can roll an insight check.
Oh, no. Wow. We lost you. Wait. Can you guys hear him?
No.
No, we lost
Cover your
him.
mouths.
Lost
It's not
you,
working.
Tyler, look at us! He's just like, these idiots cover their mouths. The fuck are they doing? Oh, they can't hear me.
Okay, so they look like they want to believe you. Because you are the heroes of Port Zarl, right? They understand that. They know you have accolades. But at the same time, they are a governing set of, they can't just randomly provide like troops and soldiers and whatever resources to something that there's no proof of, right? So they're basically just convening and talking this, and you can hear them talking. They're not trying to whisper anything. They're just talking lowly, just to each other. They're going over what you told them, and they're talking about the facts, and they're basically cross-referencing this data with how the laws and rules work, and their troop allotment and everything else. And they all turn and look at you, and they're just like, "What do you want us to do?"
Have there truly been no missing persons reports in the town lately?
And they say, well, we
I rolled a
have
15, which is hilarious.
no more than normal, I suppose. I mean, there's always been reports of people missing every now and then. Most of the time, people will just decide to leave on a whim. I mean, and they give you like a really small number as to, so basically, their bylaws to the city has like a threshold number of like investigation level, and these numbers are like below that threshold. So it's not something that they ever investigate because it's not at a level that warrants investigation. Basically, does that make sense?
People come, people go.
Do I have any of that Sky Shark left or not?
Maybe. I mean, let's see. You did look at it. Yeah, sure. You got a small amount left.
Yeah, I would like to just produce it and show it to them. And this is the drug that they've been consuming or producing. If there's any information you could share regarding the history of this drug, specifically when it arrived in the town, and any individuals of note that may be tied to this in any way.
They take a minute. They look at it. And they examine it.
Don't you fucking... Oh, he was fine. You were fine. We heard you.
Okay. They take a minute and they look at it and they examine it, and they say,
Don't you dare tell me you've never seen it before.
"We don't know what to discern from this element. Our town apothecary provides these types of concoctions to our town healers, which then meet with the patients and provide these drugs to them. As far as people abusing the drugs, I mean, how do you stop that?"
Well, I know of one way you could stop such a nuisance. And I put my hand on my my axe.
And they look at you and just like, "Oh, yes, that is an axe."
Don't mind him. He's quick to violence.
Well, this meeting has been enlightening, to say at least.
They go on to say that there are many drugs that are used for advertising ailments, right? There's ointments,
Taxation.
there's solid pills, there's crystalline substances, there's liquids, for all different types of things. Burns, um, headaches. I mean, they've got pretty advanced medicine
Just
here.
gotta wave
So,
fucking
I
messenger.
mean, the
Who
drugs
fuck
are
waves?
numerous, and they don't really see, like, when you show them this drug, it doesn't really stand out in any way to them. So either it's been kept under wraps enough to not fall underneath their attention, or it's something new. One of the two. You're not sure.
Would it be okay if we took the drug to your apothecaries and questioned them?
We only have but one apothecary, the best in all of Oro.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't trust this apothecary. Not one bit.
I do not doubt his skill in such things.
Now, at this point, you guys, I mean, you need to decide if you want to go down this route or if you want to go down the route of the Carlos Caress and follow it back that way. So,
I'm very much more interested in the apothecary. I have some questions to ask.
okay. Completely fine. So like they could lead to different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it also could lead back to Carlos Perez. I mean, we just don't.
It's not quite late in the day enough to go there anyway, so we could talk to the apothecary, get information from him, and then go question Carla. Where the fuck you getting this drug?
Yeah. Well, we don't have to be confrontational about it, but we can,
Yeah, probably best not to be honest.
I'm feeling a little confrontational, okay? I spent a long time learning numbers. I'm a little irritable at the moment. And I'm sitting here thinking, you run this town. You're supposed to be governing it. You don't care about missing people. You don't know
There's
the
a
whereabouts.
number 9!
There's a number 9, and you don't know the whereabouts of this drug, the origin? What kind of leaders are you? To hell with this, and I leave.
Yeah, we need to talk to these. Do we talk to these guys about the trolls or back at the missive board?
I completely forgot about the trolls at this point.
I thought you guys handled that! But now you were playing Jackson, finding couriers!
That's up to you. Whatever you'd like to do.
I got it. By the way, we solved your troll problem, and I guess we have to solve your drug problem now, too.
High hound problem.
Do you have the missive on you?
I don't.
I think Volana
Eldrick took it.
does. Right.
Nice!
Everything we need is in the library right now.
Nothing I need is in a library.
Volana will go to the library.
I've discovered how to defeat Eldrick. Books.
And you discovered how to beat Rezar. Just make sure he's not first in the turn order. Or there's an owlbear. / wolf. / drugs. / might be able to beat me too.
These devils know our weaknesses apparently. So
Yeah, they say. So basically, I'm not going to roleplay it out, but they just say that if that's true, to confirm it at the missive office, and yeah, if any other reports come in, so basically they explain that there's a time period. There's a word for it, but I can't think of the word. At which you turn in a missive for there to be like falsities, right? Like say 3 days. So if somebody else reports the same issue, then you don't get your reward. So for this missive, it was what was it? What did I say it was? Did I say it was anything? I don't remember.
I don't remember a specific reward for doing it. I just The reward for me was killing trolls. So
Your was 1200 XP.
goddamn right it was.
This particular missive, the reward was 250 gold.
Damn.
So it's a lot of gold.
Money.
Sure.
Yeah. 50 gold apiece.
And you can attribute that to the fact that these trolls were causing problems with the farms. And obviously farms are very important, right? So
It's
they
food
considered
and
this to be
clothing.
a high
Textiles.
high value
Such.
target, basically. Okay, so do you want to leave to go there? Do you want to do anything else with these guys, or what?
I would just ask them where the apothecary is, and that's where I plan on heading.
Okay. Yeah, so you ask them, and they tell you where he's at, and they tell you his name, which is Henry Lobo.
CD
It's a
name.
sick name.
I'll go find this low blow fella. I have some questions.
All right. So you guys just gonna leave the elder chambers?
Yep.
Okay, so you leave the elder chambers, and you go over to the missive building, and you go in, and basically there's nobody there, but at the desk type area, which a person could be stationed at, you see some directions and things. Basically, there's a mark, like a wax seal, basically signaling that a missive's complete, and you just press it against the missive on the board so others can see that it was complete. That's all you need to do. And then let's see. Besides that, there's a log on that same area that you basically sign your names or whatever you go by, whatever you want to sign there, and which missive you.
Well, we can't sign at the High Hounds yet.
We
'Cause we
still
haven't
really
gotten that
need a
title.
name.
Those guys. Just think about it. Think about those guys.
Those guys.
We walk into Andy's Ale House and they just go, those guys again.
Those guys.
Not these guys. No. The name's those guys.
Well, I guess we.
Stamp the missive.
Wow. And sign it. Valana, you can sign for me.
Yeah, I'll sign just my name. Just Valana.
All right. So, what would you like to do now?
I'm going to talk to that apothecary.
Slash Valana.
Yeah, I'm following. I'm the muscle here.
I'm the talker now.
Razar needs back.
I too am the muscle.
All right. Jeremy, roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Oh god.
If it's higher than 50, you'll have a chance to catch up to him. If it's not, you're going to miss some more interactions.
It was pretty
Ouch.
close. Pretty close. Pretty lucky number two.
All right, so at this point in what they're doing, you still have about 30 minutes left in your whatever you want to call it.
Is Kanon still there
Trance.
trying to get me out of the...
Yeah, we can cut back to you guys. Sure.
Oh god.
Give me the book, Aldrich!
It's my book.
All right, K9. What are you doing? You've tried to go over. You've tried to walk around pace, try to something else. You haven't really thought about leaving Eldrick. But you want to get back to the rest of the group. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
Do I be that guy?
You be whatever guy you want to be. Or wolf. Or whatever you are.
Be that guy.
Who's that guy?
Okay. I'm gonna try one more
It's
time
Jess.
to charm him. Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Eldrick is going to roll a 7. Let me see what my save is. Fortune. So 7 plus 5.
I don't
Okay,
think
so-
that's.
So wait.
I don't think you would do that, right? Think about it. Would you try to roll a 7 when you try to succeed? Because you want to read this book.
That's true.
He uses 14.
Oh my god!
I leave him.
Just as you go to leave, K9, you see me just like frantically reading this book, and my eyes just getting wider and wider. You see like almost like this fire and glint in my eyes. Like I've discovered like potentially the most important thing ever. Never thought I would come across something this magnificent or epic or just so important.
This man
I
just
didn't
rediscovered
prepare
fire.
to spell magic today.
And I'm like crazed. And I'm like literally not myself. I mean, that should be very evident to you that something is definitely amiss, and you should probably go get the others. And if it's okay with the DM, since I have to go, Eldrick is going to literally start convulsing and seizure on the fucking floor and just like go out of
Pass
it.
the fuck out.
Yep, and like you were trying to run over, but I'm unresponsive, and I'm you hear me murmuring and shit, maybe in some other language you don't understand.
I'll have you roll one more Constitution save to see the severity of this
Rolling that one.
convulsion and the results of it.
You die.
Okay. So I'll handle your situation based on your roll. So
If it comes to combat before you guys end at 12, just try to you know how to play Eldritch. Tyler, I give you permission. If any of that happens.
it's you're
if you-
gonna be out cold for a while.
Well, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do. Hopefully before next session I'll have enough time to watch the last hour. But thank you guys.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you. Love you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Have a good night.
sorry you got stuck in the book. It is what it is.
No, it's good, man. It's awesome.
All right.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Eldrick needs some intervention.
You're
Good night,
addicted.
guys. Good luck.
Nah,
He's
night,
a
thanks for
fucking
staying.
spotter to read books, apparently.
Yes.
All right.
Everything's ruined!
So where are we at?
What the fuck?
Sure. So you're starting to leave K9, and you see Eldrick kind of like pass out.
Oh man. Alright, so he said he starts convulsing, or does he just pass out?
His head just kind of slams into the book, just like this.
He's sleepy.
I go check on him, all like medicine and all that sort of.
All right, you go to check on him, and you kind of pull him away from the book, and he's unresponsive, but his eyes are wide open.
But he's breathing and all that.
Yes, he's breathing.
Hmm. I will.
There's his eyes are tearing very badly from not blinking. There's tears rolling down his face.
God.
Yeah,
He
I'll
has a
go ahead and
wide
close
smile.
his eyes
All right.
to prevent them from drying out, and then run to try and find the others.
There you go, Sean. That's pretty much it. Okay, understood.
I hope that's a thumbnail.
All right, so you guys are leaving the missive hut, basically,
Oh, my arm.
and you see K9 coming in the distance.
K9. Hi. K9.
The words follow
Follow.
quickly.
I'm still heading to the apothecary.
What's the matter, K9? I'm following.
I start running back to the
Oh.
library.
He's just like the dog.
Split
He's
the
like,
party.
Follow me. Rezar, we will catch up with you. Just run away.
What are you doing, Valana?
I'm following K9.
Okay. Time for some mono-y-mono. You're muted, Tyler.
I know. I'm just
Gotcha.
saying out loud to myself how horrible this is going to go if you're going to actually like talk to somebody.
Talk to an apothecary by himself.
I know all things about magic and science. This should go...
In medicine.
I have done drugs once.
Twice,
I'm an
technically.
expert.
It was in the same night.
Sure.
All right. So, Rizar, are you just going to shoot off toward this apothecary?
Beforehand, I would like to get the sample that Valana has so I could show the man. And possibly take it.
Okay, then you're going to
You're
have
gonna
to...
take the drugs before you get there.
No. Afterward, I have a plan. Okay, Rezar always has a plan. Obviously,
Are you
I'm
sure
ready.
going on your own is a good idea, Reza?
I'll be fine. I am a man of many words. I know a few.
Let me just say
He
that...
has a really good axe, Valana.
Let me just say that I, as a DM, will not necessarily give you certain information if you don't roll well in your conversation. A lot of times, I don't have Alana and Eldrick roll because they're proficient in those types of skills. So just think about that before you run out to have an in-depth conversation with an apothecary by yourself.
Sounds
And
like
that's all I'm
fun.
going to say.
Maybe
I would
you
like to
should
discuss
wait.
this drug. Here, try this drug instead.
K9, what's the rush?
It's gonna go great,
I'm
Jodan.
seriously contemplating giving him these samples here. But I hesitantly do it.
Okay, don't make me intimidate you, girl. I'm a 6'4"
Eldrick is in
half
danger.
orc with a plus. What
Yeah, I'm following K9 into the library.
plus 3 intimidation, baby.
All right, so you guys split off. Rizar, you follow the directions that the elders gave you,
Okay.
and the apothecary is actually close to the river, down to the south of the town.
Interesting.
And it's interesting because the building is, well, it's kind of a home, like a, you've seen home / workplaces, right? It's kind of like a mixture of both.
Mhm.
And it's like really close to the barracks, so there's plenty of guards around because obviously there's a lot of substances in the building that are dangerous or potent or whatever, right? So, yeah, it's pretty safe location. And
It's dangerous. Bunch of
approach.
dangerous stuff. It's safe. I walk in.
All right, so you go to the door to turn it, and it's locked.
I knock on the door politely.
Okay. Okay. Hear somebody say yes.
I'm here to talk about drugs.
Open up, I'm here to talk about drugs.
They say, "Who are you?"
I am Resurog, and I have some questions about this substance.
You sound dangerous.
Thank you for the compliment, but no, I'm here to talk.
Okay. And like, he opens up a small spot in the door about this big. He's like, and he's like, and he sees that you're a half orc with a giant axe. He's like, ugh. And he's like, "What do you want to talk about?"
I hold up in my hand. This, I believe it is called Sky Shark. That's it. That's all I say.
And he looks at it, and you see he recognizes it, and he says, "What do you want to talk about regarding this?"
I was told you are the man that would know. I want to know its origin, so I can stop it.
He looks contemplative,
And I smile.
and your bloodstained tusks are very clear to him as he reluctantly opens the door and says, "Please come in."
Thank you. And I walk in.
And he gets ambushed.
If only I'm level 7, I can't be surprised.
All right. So he offers you a seat. You look around. You see several tables with alchemical vials, flames. You see different cabinets and closets, shelving, all kinds of substances around. You see crystals of all different colors and types. There's a
What is Alchemist Fire?
it's all different kinds of shit in here. This place looks very scientific to you. And he offers you a seat. He's like, "Please, what would you like to talk about specifically?"
So this drug, when ingested, seems to allow you to see hell dogs. I actually forgot what they're called. That was not roleplay. What are they? Oh, I'm getting too into the
High
character.
hounds.
Hellhounds. That's it. Highhounds.
High hound.
Hell dogs.
That was a very charactery thing for you to say there.
It's because
I
it's me.
enjoyed that.
I'm fucking into the character, man.
Okay.
Hell dog.
So he looks at this substance, and he walks over slowly to the corner, and he opens the cabinet, and you see like piles of the same substance, and he looks at it, and he turns around, and looks at you, and he walks to you slowly. And he says, "I don't know anything about hounds from hell, but I can tell you the origin of this substance." How do you respond?
Go on.
Okay. It says, "This will take some time, Are you in a hurry?
I have nowhere to be. I pull out my ale flask. My ale
All right.
skin, sorry.
So, he starts by saying, roughly 5 years ago, my 7-year-old daughter became ill with an unexplainable disease. At the time, I knew nothing about alchemy and medicine. I was a simple farmer, a family man. This disease, or so the healers told me, eventually caused her lungs to rupture.
That sucks. I feel
I
bad
was
for
sitting
the man.
beside her while she was in her bed, and her eyes and face was terrified as she was literally suffocating while holding my hand. It was a horrible and violent death.
That sucks.
For the next 2 years, I was in a downward spiral. Drinking, depressed. Everything that I loved and lived for was gone. Then one day, a man happened into the town with a glowing blue pebble. This was... So, let me be clear about this for the timeline. So he spent about 2 years in a depression, and then he tells you that he became obsessed with figuring out how medicine and alchemy worked. He started studying everything he could, reading every book he could. So basically, he says he had spent every waking moment for the next 2 years studying medicine and alchemy, swearing. Basically, he says, I swore I would prevent other parents from going through the pain I had. And that was his drive, right? So then, one day, this man happened in the town with a glowing blue pebble, and he was told where to find me because of the knowledge spreading that I knew so much about this stuff now.
2 years of
So, let's see here.
man was studious.
When he found me, he showed me the power of the small stone. He was able to rid a dying elderly woman of her pain by simply having her drink a cup of water the stone was placed in, turning the water blue. The woman was able to live her final few days pain-free. He offered the stone to me, saying that all he wanted in return was for me to improve the lives of as many people as I could. I agreed, kept the stone, and never saw him again. I was able to crystallize the reagents mixed with the stone to create solid doses instead of just liquid. The only thing I remember was that about the man was that His hair, his gray hair was about shoulder length, and he had some kind of a scar on his left eye. And that's the origin.
A scar, you say? Do you have this pebble?
So, when you ask him this, he says, I do, but it has grown smaller over the years. And, or over time. He's been producing this for about a year. And he goes and he picks it up, and it's pretty small now. He shows it to you.
Kill him and take it.
I'm getting there. I would like this stone.
What do you mean?
I would like this stone.
Do you know how many lives this drug has improved?
Do you know how many lives it is ruining? Are you unaware of the addiction that is spreading in this town?
The addiction isn't the drug's fault. It's the corrupted hearts of the people.
Owlbear or the egg?
This guy sounds fucking demon.
You what would you say, Rezar?
Owlbear or the egg?
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Fuck you. I want him to give me a stone.
And then he points to your axe. That axe isn't good or bad. It's a tool used by a person that is good or bad.
I'm glad you pointed out my axe. I don't have to use it here if you give me the stone.
Are you saying you would murder me for this stone?
I'm not saying anything, sir. Am I being intimidating enough?
And he says, "Are you an evil man? How could you possibly take away something that gives joy and relieves pain from so many people?"
Pain is a necessary thing in life. To remove pain is to remove humanity. Oh, fuck. Started out so strong.
Oh, wow. Alright.
Oh man,
I can see that you feel
it's going
strongly
horribly.
about the situation, and I feel strongly on my end as well. Is there no other course of action than you taking the stone from me?
I need to find this man, and that stone is the key.
Do you want to intimidate or do you want to persuade?
Oh, I'm intimidating. I've already referenced my axe.
Okay.
Fuck a paragon, baby.
Letting Rezar go alone was the worst idea.
Best idea, dude. I'm so glad it turned out this way.
Okay. So he thinks for a minute. He says, "While I'm not afraid of you,
Damn, he's not
I have
afraid?
my oath to the people to heal them as best I can. I do have a surplus of this refined form of the drug. It can be used for a while. All I can hope is that you will bring the stone back to me when you finish with it. I can continue to help those who need it." And he hands you the stone.
You have my word that once we are through with finding out who this person is and putting them to justice, I will return you your pebble.
All right.
He coughed it up.
I think that went rather well, and there was no bloodshed.
That could not have gone better.
I could have killed him. That would have been fun. Probably not great for the town, though, so.
You just got you taking a huge shit.
You know, I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied right now. I leave. I didn't even have to pull out my alchemist fire.
The alchemist fire.
I was definitely like, oh yes, I am a man of science as well. Pulls out alchemist fire, not knowing how it works.
It's some Breaking Bad shit.
Trying to uncork it. How do you?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So you have the very small stone. And you are heading back to Council Hill.
I'm
Question
going to the
mark.
library, yeah. I'm going to the last place I remember Eldrick being, while going over numbers in my head. Almost in the right order.
Okay. I don't
Nine.
like. I scribbled that guy's story down pretty quickly. Did you guys understand what all I was saying about it?
Yes, 5 years ago, his 7-year-old daughter died, and they spent the next 2 years in a drunken depression. And then the following 2 years, instead of being a stupid, sad drunk, he devoted all of his drinking time, for some reason, into research. And in 2 years, had a fucking PhD in all things alchemy and medicine. And then for that next year, after those 4 years that went by, the strange man with the scar on his left eye produced a blue pebble that cured and healed. And then he spent the next year making Sky Shark. Is that about right? And now we're here. And now
For the
I
most
have-
part, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty close.
I should have asked his name. Oh, he didn't have the name. He did not tell.
Well,
No, we knew it.
the elders told you his name.
Yeah.
Lobo.
No. The strange man with the scar on his face.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have asked his name.
Could have, but
but-
I'm not that smart.
Could go back and ask.
Well, as soon as he leaves, the door is shut and locked behind him.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get back to the group. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh shit, my axe!
All right, so back in the library, Slash and Valana, you guys hurry in following
Ouch.
K9.
K9.
Resurog learns to count and
And,
finds a pebble. That's the title.
The old man at the door is like, "Who are you?" As he tries to stop you, Slash.
I say, I am Slash, and I flash my card, and I'm just following wherever K9. I don't know how he's leading me, so it's kind of like my pace is dependent on how frantic he is, I guess.
Did
Love that style. It should have been 1 million views title.
you guys get cards for everybody, or was it just for?
Yeah.
What is
Eldrick?
Cool.
He was actually there when I got the coins.
Okay.
It was Rezar and Slash were with me, and I
And they gave
the
3
other
extras.
Okay.
Two. Yeah, I
definitely
took
will.
2 extra
Not
to
at all a
give to
lot.
Okay,
Ken,
so as you rush by, you almost knock him down. He's like, "Oh dear," but it's okay. And you guys hurry back to the back to see about
What K9's going
Eldrick.
on about.
yeah. All right, so K9, you arrive in the room. Eldrick is still laying basically just like you left him.
The book, it did something to him.
Okay.
What do you mean? What happened? What happened? Like, Slash goes over and he's like lifting up Eldrick's neck and like looking in his eye.
Can I
His eyes are
investigate
shut.
the book?
Totally unresponsive or what?
He just seems unconscious.
With his eyes open and a smile, you know.
Is book exhaustion such a thing?
He seemed possessed by it. Like it was more important to him than anything else in this world.
That sounds like something in Valana's department. Any idea?
I mean, there's nothing I can do magically, but can I inspect the book or Arcana check it or something?
I mean, you're. I don't remember. Were you there whenever he first found it? You were, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right. So you know which book it is. So, and you saw him have to cast comprehend languages to read it. So, what is it you want to do specifically?
I just want to look it over, and
Okay. By now, his detect magic has faded. Right. It's only 10 minutes, right? Is that how does that work? Or is it?
It
Yeah.
probably would have faded when he fell unconscious.
Like,
anyway.
that's so
Probably,
mean.
Unconscious, right?
So, if you
Accurate.
grab the book without any magical means,
He has
it's
one
just
hair,
the
though.
pages are just blank.
oh,
That you have something that does something else.
I do have that.
Justification.
Yeah, but so basically, the runes are written with magic. So you have to detect magic
Oh,
in order to read it. That makes sense?
so I just see a blank book in front of me.
You see that, but you know that there's writing there, magical writing. Not because you saw it, but because Eldrick obviously conveyed it. I mean, it was obvious, right? If you don't have a way to detect the magic itself, you can't read it, even if you can comprehend languages.
I want to take the book. Do I see the seal on, or like the binding and stuff, like the pitchfork that was on there?
Yeah,
Or is
yeah,
that blank
you
too?
can see that. That's like embossed, engraved into the binding of the book in the spine.
Okay, I want to take the book. I want to go up to Bubbles. I'm slamming the book on the counter, and I just say, "Explain this."
Bubbles says the the librarian. Did I tell you guys his name?
Nope, we've been calling him Bubbles the
No.
whole time.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got his name.
The old man with thick glasses says, "I don't need to explain any book from that room, nor can I.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's
Whatever
above
I
my
want.
pay grade.
Hey.
Welcome to my
I
stream.
just look
Thank you
after
for the
it."
follow, bud. Tell you.
So you've never once taken a peek at these books? You've never once delved into the information that was hidden behind it?
You just
I
willingly-
have. What is the purpose of that question?
And what have you discerned about it?
Well, he can't read that book, right? Him, it's just blank pages.
Fair enough.
We would like to turn it in. Here you go. I want to grab Eldrick and take him back to the house, I guess. Get him out of here anyway.
You have
Lana?
anyone to screen these books for potential curses or detrimental effects from
When-
them?
When that gentleman asked for entry, I made it clear that basically he tells you that there's a reason why those books are behind a locked door, and that entering the room, was basically like you signing a what's that form that like releases a company from
An
all.
affidavit.
Like,
Well, I don't think it's an
sign a
affidavit.
release or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
they're not
release.
liable.
Exactly. It's like a liability release, basically. Walking through into that room. So
You sign the legal disclaimer.
he didn't sign it, but
There's a sign on the
he
wall.
basically agreed. By taking that key, he agreed.
Gotta
I'm gonna get Eldrick back to the house. I will meet with you soon. I I'm just not gonna. I don't feel comfortable leaving him slobbering on a table. So take him home and put him in bed or something.
Okay.
All right.
As you guys are beginning to leave, he's like, "I need the key back. As you can see, the knowledge can be dangerous."
I search his pockets.
Knowledge is
He's an
power.
Eldrix, right? I assume.
Probably, yeah.
I look around his pockets for a key that he's describing.
Yeah, you find it no problem.
Hand it back over.
He quickly runs back to the room, kind of frantic because of what all has happened, and locks the door.
Is that a key in your pocket?
He takes the book. You guys left the book at his desk, right?
Yep.
He takes the book with him and kind of just throws it into the room on the table, locks the door.
Thank you for your time. Keep that book away from anyone.
He's like, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear."
Whatever you do, don't touch it.
And he's like, because he had to carry it over to throw it
It's
in.
like already in his hands.
All right, so what do you guys want to do now?
Well, I'm putting Eldrick in his bed and then coming back, and I don't know what do you guys want to do?
Would I happen upon them as Eldrick is Slash is carrying Eldrick out of the library?
Sure. As they're heading back to the manor, you meet them roughly around town square.
I just look over and I say, "Was Eldrick possessed again? Did you have to knock him out, Slash? He looks less bruised this time. Are you losing your strength?"
Luckily, no, but he did seem to lose consciousness. It was a book this time.
I always knew you couldn't trust books. I'm gonna stick to numbers. 1, 2.
Apparently, it was so boring that he couldn't do anything but pass out for an entire 90-day period.
90-day period. Ah.
I'm taking him to bed.
P90X, but for your brain.
All right, so you guys all want to go to the manor?
Yeah, probably.
Bizarre.
I'm gonna.
K9 coming with us.
Yeah, I probably should go with them and explain how I have this pebble.
K9?
I'm kind of breathing heavily, but yeah, I follow.
Okay.
How did your meeting with the apothecary go?
It went great! I got a pebble! Oh, also, apparently it came from some dude. I didn't get his name, but it's magic, I think. You put it in water, and you drink the water, and you don't feel pain anymore. It's how he's making Sky Shark. He's the one making Sky Shark. And apparently, it's actually medicine and not a drug, but it's also a drug that makes you feel good. Anyway, I got a pebble, and I think it's important. Maybe you guys can help me find the guy that I don't know his name.
It occurs to me that we're really bad at getting people's names.
I know his name. His name is Loblo.
Low blow. Sounds all too much for my brain right now. Maybe we should wait for Eldrick.
May I see that stone, Rezar?
I hand him the shiny pebble.
Oh, look at the shiny pebble.
It's like a shiny pebble.
Does it look like the powdered or the?
It resembles it. It looks very. So it looks like super like you know how pearls have like the natural swirling in them,
And also
Like
are
this-
known as
like-
precious
Yes.
gemstones for some reason.
like this. Yeah, like this stone is like a darker blue, and it has like a natural swirl to the outer portion of it.
So what you're saying is it almost looks like a marble. I'm playing Jax again.
Almost.
Oh god.
No.
I mean, the stone isn't perfectly round, but it's it's roundish.
Right. That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen. So I imagine we'll take Eldrick back to the mansion, and Valana's gonna look at this stone. Slash, do you still want to go to Carlos Caress? It's getting about that time.
Yeah, I need to do that after I drop Eldrick off. We'll head there.
Yeah, it's actually getting pretty late. Like, you guys have somehow fucked around this whole day.
Fucked around the whole day. Yeah.
It was
I take
productive.
Eldrick and I drop him in the first like chair that I fucking see, and I just let him lay there or whatever.
All right.
Valana, will you watch him? Me and Rezar have very important business on the other side of town.
Do you?
Indeed.
Hmm.
Would you like to come?
That brothel, I assume?
I believe it's called Bordello.
Correct. The Bordello appears to be the next
Bordello!
step, possibly.
I'm sure they have fine clothing you could wear.
Carla may hold the answer to many questions involving these high houses.
I will join you.
Is there any sign of our groundskeepers around or anything still, or did they leave again?
Well, it's actually around like 6 o'clock now, and they don't appear to be here anymore.
Okay.
The sun is starting to set.
All right.
They haven't actually had a discussion with Eldrick yet about staying. So
Yeah,
they didn't want to
Presume or whatever.
Impose.
All right. Well, I mean, he'll be all right by himself, right? Let's throw him in his bed.
Yeah, I
and,
mean, people never die from like puking on themselves and choking or anything.
Just put him on the side.
K9, would you
Lay him on
mind
his
keeping
side.
an eye on him?
On Eldrick?
Yes, I can wheel him out by the tree out back if you would like.
I suppose I can do that.
Alright, I'm gonna go down by the tree and make a grass bed for Eldrick to lay on.
Oh, you put him down and he looks so peaceful.
Yes.
I
as
get a
peaceful as
flower
this.
and I tuck
Hey.
it behind his ear.
A bluebird flies down and lands on his shoulder.
And his magical bird watching glass starts lighting up in his pocket, and he's powerless to use it.
Well, isn't Slash terrified of birds?
Yeah, I believe
Well,
it was.
that's
better.
true.
Ah!
What is this creature? Get back! Get back!
It's like, wee! Flies
Not
away.
letting it touch his body at all.
Be gone, foul beast!
Haha, foul.
All right. Eldrick
Put him
is
down.
underneath the tree.
Because
Among the snakes.
Bluebird's a foul, but still, I don't think.
We will be back shortly, K9. Thank you for doing this.
As soon as I leave, I remove my mask and my hood.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
Okay. So bluebirds would not be foul. I didn't think they would be.
And I tend to the tree.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. Tend to the tree, the hedges, all the natural stuff.
Yeah. So you're feeling frisky today. You climb up into the branches and kind of prune it a little bit.
Oh, you like
See
that,
if you
don't you?
see a few birds nest. You kind of just like just make sure
You
they're
dirty tree.
properly placed. There's not gonna fall apart and babies are gonna fall out or anything. You're doing a great little job here.
You're just doing a great job, K9.
I'm gonna make
Classic
this place look
canine.
spiffy.
All right. So, K9 taking care of the tree and Eldrick. For the rest of you guys.
Oh, right, Eldrick too.
To Carla's caress.
To the whorehouse.
All right. To the whorehouse. By the time you arrive, it is dark.
Nice.
Because again, this town is pretty large. Okay. What would you like to do?
Enter.
Into the door. Try it.
Get
see
high
if
fuck
it's
horse.
on.
That's what we're here for, right?
You got the gold.
The
Cha-ching.
the door is locked.
I knock on the door very loudly.
Very loudly.
Yes.
As you knock, you remember that Corey knocked before, and he knocked a certain way.
Can I recall that with some kind of roll, perhaps?
Perhaps. Roll a history check.
History check. Holy shit, I'm bad at these. Alright.
Anyone else able to do that?
Everybody can.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
I'm really good at history, so I'm not going to be able to.
I'm definitely gonna roll.
I got a -2 history. I got the
You need the
highest
I
roll.
don't need a roll.
A natural!
But
And it's
John
useless.
remembered. Yep,
I
John
rolled a
knows.
2
Useless, I'm not even
plus
there.
8.
Way to waste your roll, your 20,
Good
Giante.
job, Giante.
I cannot wait until level 16 when I have reliable talent.
Yeah.
So between the three of you, you're like, yeah, he did this and this, and basically you guys knock in a certain rhythm, and the door opens, and there is a woman in an evening gown. She looks young and pretty. She says, "Please come in."
I do.
All right. So as you guys enter, it looks just like it did. It's a fine establishment. Very beautiful women.
Is Carla around?
I was about to say I need to speak to Carla.
One moment. Let me check. And one of the women kind of leave the area and go into the corridor and
She's in a very
Them,
important conference.
kind of checking around, opening several doors. After about a minute, Carla comes walking around. She's like, "Oh, it's you, gentlemen and lady."
You guys. Those guys.
Greetings, Carla. Good to see you again.
Didn't get enough the first time?
We
Back
will
for
never
seconds.
have enough. Rezar won't anyways. We are here on business, though. Well, maybe. It's gonna go like this. First, me and you have business. Then my friend here, and he points at Valana, will ask you a series of questions. We would appreciate your honesty. First matter and the agenda regarding the user Corey Shufflefoot. I believe I owed him a large sum of women to be had at his own pleasure and discretion. I was thinking along the lines of 10. How much would that cost me?
How long?
Let's
He's
give
about
him
4
3
feet.
hours.
Oh,
3 hours.
he's about 4 feet tall.
Only the top shelf.
Going rate is 1 woman, 1 gold, 1 hour here. So 3 hours, 10
Oh.
women,
Oh, that's
be
a lot.
30 gold.
Done. He just hands her
Okay.
30 gold.
Okay, I feel I have to point this out. Slash, you were haggling a courier about 2 gold for a letter. 30 gold for women. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Send Corey my regards, and don't spend it all in one place. Thank you.
I will. I haven't seen him tonight, but I'm sure he'll wander in eventually.
Now on to the second order of business. This is Valana.
Valana.
I produce the blue stone
Shiny pebble.
Okay.
and I show it to her.
She's like, "Wow, this is a very beautiful stone. What do you want from me?"
This is somehow connected to that substance, the sky shark you served the other night. I don't imagine you get that from the manufacturer directly. Who do you go through?
I can't just tell you who I get my drugs from.
We would
Why-
pay handsomely, and ma'am,
Hey!
be aware our discretion is renowned.
Thank
We
you for the
don't
respect.
tell a
I really
soul.
appreciate it.
Your
How was
secret
stream?
will die with my cold steel bar.
Why do you need to know? What do you plan on doing if you find out this information?
This drug is much more than just entertainment or
You're right.
medication.
This drug has tripled my business profits in the last year. It is much more than entertainment.
The jury is out on the benefits that everyone is.
He's a
I
robot,
don't
by
know
the
how
way.
to word it. The benefits of this drug throughout the town are well known. We do not seek to impede on your business, merely inquiring about the creatures we saw while under the effects of the substance.
She says,
What-
creatures?
What he means to say is that this drug of yours is tied in some way to a mysterious entity who appears to be gaining something or manipulating behind the scenes. Something.
Evil. It's evil.
Something evil.
Devil!
She says, are you a bunch of quacks?
I am no foul, lady.
Have you partaken of this substance? by
I
chance?
never get high on my own supply.
Maybe you should lick this marble then.
Maybe I shouldn't.
What do you know of
Maybe you people should start making more sense.
what
Sounds
do you
like you're
know
all
of
high
the-
right now.
What do you know of the addiction problem running rampant in the town?
Large towns have problems. This town's problem is drugs.
This is a very large problem, a very new problem.
Like within the year problem.
Listen, lady. All I know is that money talks. Is there a price that you can name that we can give you to get the name of your supplier? We will
Certainly.
not. No harm will come to him. We do not seek to disrupt this.
Wink.
There's always a price.
What is
And,
your price?
And she walks over to the desk and she does some writing on a piece of paper or parchment for a minute. She's like, let's see, 12 months at 2,500 gold per month. Let's see, it's what's that? 20.
Carry the two.
How much is that? I'm bad with math. What's
12.
what's 2,500 gold times 12?
Couple 100,000. You know, it's not. I'm bad with math too.
It's
Shh.
30,000 or something like.
That's
that
exactly
what it
right.
is?
That's exactly right.
She says, well, considering I've made roughly 30,000 gold in the last year, and I'd want to sustain that for 3 more years, We'll say 90,000 gold. We'll buy you his name.
I look at Rezar like,
How much do you value your life then, Carla?
And she says,
Well,
oh boy.
It escalated, boys! It escalated!
well.
she says, my. And then she says, boys.
I grab her and run out the door. Or I'm attempting to. I just bear hug her.
Uh-oh!
Okay, roll a grapple check.
Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Sorry, what's that? Athletics check, right?
Yeah. She has disadvantage because she's a.
It doesn't matter! You trip and fall. Another one! It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
God
Jesus
damn it,
Christ.
Slash.
Damn your
That
feelings.
is- Wait. I have inspiration. I would like
Do
to
you really-
use. Is that okay, or is
okay.
it too late? Is it too late?
You can roll inspiration. It's fine.
Okay. Where the hell?
Unbelievable. That's a little better.
A little bit better.
Oh,
Yeah,
Inspiration's gone.
Yeah, you grab her, no problem.
I go out the door with her.
That could have went so
Rezar.
differently.
it would have gone so differently. What the fuck's
Fucking
the plan
inspiration.
now? What the fuck's the plan now, man? You-
I grab her. I'm trying to hold her mouth, and I'm running down this alley with her under my arm.
What is your alignment again?
All right.
Robot. True robot. That's what you are.
He's just straight up neutral, and he knows
Rolana,
that this
what
is
are
a
you
crime
doing?
den, and he's got a background in law
Probably
enforcement.
chasing after Slash, yelling, "This is not
I yelled
out."
for Rezar to follow me, so I don't know if he's doing that.
Rezar, what are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I thought I was the crazy one that just does things. I kind of get prepared for what Razor does, but I follow. Yeah. What the?
I get her outside of.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hurt her, but I'm looking to.
I don't
take
know
her
that.
somewhere away from the guard. Yeah, you don't know that yet, but
Okay, yeah, you guys spend enough time to distance yourself
staying in the
enough.
alleys and shit, though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
roll
you
with it.
can you can get to a safe place or whatever.
I'm gonna
So-
fucking interrogate her.
What would you like?
I-
What would you like to do?
I just try to hold her still now with my robot strength. And I say, my friend Rezar is going to ask you a couple questions. Honestly, we will not hurt you, but we do need answers.
She looks fairly calm to be in the situation. Looks like she's been around people like you before.
Not my first rodeo.
We will not hurt you. We are just seeking the truth.
You can seek the truth all you want, but
Beans. Welcome.
it'll still be 90,000 gold for the name.
We will see.
I'm gonna kill this bitch. This bitch-
Rezar, it's up to you, bro. I'm holding her, like, straight up restraining her best I can. Like, I'm a 450-pound robot versus, like, a fucking 5'7" woman or whatever she is. Like,
It's pretty misogynistic of you. Oh my god.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, she's not resisting either. She's just
Yeah.
she's very serious about what she wants, and she doesn't seem like
phased.
she's willing to budge.
Even if I pull out my axe, is it gonna happen?
Listen, Carla,
Thank you.
I don't know what these idiots are doing, and I understand that the business is the most important thing to you. But if you have any semblance of a heart, perhaps you can think about it. If this substance is in fact being used to control, or worse, harm the population of the town, how long will your business truly sustain.
Roll a
That was pretty
persuasion
good.
check with a +5.
All right, you have a good night, Ender. That was good. That was fucking good.
Natural
Oh baby!
Alright.
Oh
31.
baby!
I'm proud of you. You finally did something good.
She says, "Well, finally somebody who can actually communicate."
Grumble, grumble.
My hands tighten a little bit behind her.
What you're saying is true. I know my business won't last forever at this rate.
Surely
got-
you've seen a decline already.
Something's got to give eventually. I can tell you the man's name and where he lives.
Slash let her up.
Okay!
We will just say if you cooperate, we can make sure that you end up on the right side of this business-wise. I just kind of like loosen a little bit. Work together.
Okay.
So, let's see here. She says, I get this particular drug from one of the town healers. His name is Jacob Lash.
Jacob Blash.
His situation is unique, and he's not a hard man. Please be gentle with him.
We're not in the business of killing innocent folk, you included.
All
We
right.
simply want to get to the end of this.
And she basically
Problem.
gives you directions to his home. It is after dark. It's not that late yet, but it's after dark. So consider that as well.
Thank you for your time, and I'm sorry about the misunderstanding as I glare at Slash.
This whole time
Slash
I've
was
just been
playing a little
pacing back
bad
and
cop,
forth.
man. He's just playing a little bad
With your
cop,
axe in
that's all.
hand.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Say, Carla, does the name Lobo ring a bell to you? He's asking about the name that Rezar spoke to her.
Yes.
Good cop,
Lobo
bad
is
cop, and wild card,
named
bitches!
apothecary.
And do
Never
you
was.
have any sort of business dealings with him?
Not directly. He chuckles.
I like that answer.
Understood. Well, if that's all there is to be asked from her, do you guys have anything else?
We're gonna go talk to Jacob now.
Well, if it's
At
getting
night.
late, and he's
I,
probably asleep,
It's not late, but it is dark. It's like
we're going over there.
Sorry,
And
it's
we're
like
waking his ass up.
7:30 or 8 p.m.
Before we let her go, let me mark this shit off.
Jacob Blash, correct?
Yes.
Before we let her go,
It was Blash. I thought I heard that or
I give her-
Lash.
I give her 50 gold for her trouble.
God damn, you're spending so much fucking money!
Yeah.
She says, she grabs it and she says, well, it's not 90,000, but it'll have to
Not for the information, simply for the events of tonight. I am sorry. We will be back.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but as long as you bring your gold, we'll see.
I like Carla. She's an interesting character.
Before I didn't trust her, but I feel like
What?
I reached her.
I just remember an interesting character that was literally made up last time. On the spot. And it's been... that's fucking wild, dude. Kidnapped by a 450-pound robot, and she's just like, not again.
Every night with these people.
All right, so what you guys want to do now?
We're going to confront Jacob Blash.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Oh boy.
We get information tonight, boys. A lot of it. We learn the origin of the drug.
So you
Going to the
reach
dealer of the drug?
where she told you his house is,
I
and
set it on fire.
the lights appear to be on.
Just kidding, I don't set it on fire.
Candle lights, that is.
Are we going in stealth or brute force?
Rezar,
We could
why
knock.
do you take the lead on this one?
I open the door.
Just open the door, okay?
That's how I do everything, man. I just go to walk in. It's locked. Oh, I should probably knock.
It is locked.
I knock on the door. Why did I just roleplay that? I say it out loud. I knock on the door. Bah, bah, bah.
You're turning into Rezar slowly but surely.
And I'm not even
He's
drinking.
always been.
Rezar is starting to play you.
Yes. That's why he's learning numbers. He's learning from me. I'll keep going until I turn green, and then I gotta stop.
You hear a woman's
Gamma radiation.
woman's fair voice say, "Who's there?"
I am Rezarog. I have some business with a
You hear her
fellow.
say, "Oh dear," and she's like, "Jacob, Jacob," and you hear her run into the back of the house, and you hear footsteps and hear a man's voice. "Who's out there?"
I am Rezarog.
That is exactly what I was hoping for.
That's all I say. I answered his
What
question.
do you,
all you say.
what do you want?
I need to talk to you, Jacob Blash. I actually remembered the name.
I'm impressed.
He kind of cracks the door open a little bit
I remember, don't get
to
off
look
the floor.
to look at you, and he says, "Honey, grab the kids and go to the back."
Aww. Now I feel bad.
Oh
And
boy.
you hear a little girl and boy say, "Mommy, mommy, what's wrong? What's wrong?" As she grabs them and runs to the back of the house.
Don't worry, we're just gonna die tonight.
We're just here to talk.
He steps outside and closes the door behind him. "What do you want?
I hear you're a town. Oops, sorry.
Are you from her? Did she send more of her thugs? I don't have any more of that sky shark. I give her what I can."
That's quite alright. I'm not in need of any sky shark.
We do not know who you are referring to.
Carla. He's started with Carla. Even I know that.
That wench is never gonna let me live down what happened there.
Oh
I
yeah.
have-
Whew.
I have a wife and children to take care of. That's the only reason why I give her those drugs, to keep my family intact.
What happened?
It was a mistake. 2 years ago.
In
2
a
years
moment of
ago,
Desperation. And wanderlust.
I visited the Caress, and through my indiscretions, I accidentally got one of her workers pregnant.
Wait, that's what they do there?
She agreed to keep it a secret, but I didn't know that they would have all these strings attached.
Sounds like dirty business.
So where do you obtain this product you give her?
Well, I'm a designated healer of the town. I have access to the apothecary shop.
So what you're saying is, I went to the apothecary, I found out everything I know, I went to Carla, led me to you, and that's leading me back to the apothecary?
He's like,
No.
whoa, don't get mad at me. I told you my involvement here.
Okay. What are
How
you...
many times have you given Carla drugs?
Too many.
Explain these enforcers of hers.
Explain them. They're big thugs with huge fists.
Go on! I'm getting excited at the thought of big guys with huge fists, which sounds very sexual, I know, but it's not!
Oh, God.
I swear. And I do get physical enjoyment from fighting things that are big and have big fists. Sometimes 5 of them. Well, 4 big fists and 1 small hand.
Well, god damn it, now this is getting confusing.
And does your family know about
think
your
it would be that easy?
indiscretions?
Zach. Alright. At this point, we're gonna call it.
Alright, that's fair.
Alright.
We're going in circles here.
We need Eldrick's brain power, you guys.
Yeah, I'm like... This is what happens when Rezar takes the lead. We find out information we already fucking know!
Fucking plot twists, man!
No, I mean, it was clearly obvious what we should have done was go to Carla first, and then it leads us back to the source. But Rezar, playing video games, is like, I'm gonna go with that guy. He seems shady. And then he seems like a nice, sweet guy, which makes me suspect him even more now. Oh, his daughter died. Yeah, I'm sure. Uh-huh. Should have asked him about the fucker with the scar on his eye, but no, I didn't think to do that, because Rezar's a fucking idiot!
Classic.
Man.
I'm surprised nobody went to go check on Corey today at the at Andy's.
But he's got a big surprise waiting for him whenever he comes into the caress, so it's...
Well, a promised surprise. So...
Yeah, we'll see.
He was really drunk and high, so maybe he didn't remember.
Well, Sean, I think you're growing as a D&D player. You didn't look bored at all this session, except for the very first part.
Oh, I was taking hella notes. Be sure to go over those
All
notes,
the notes.
because they're funny.
I loved the pictures you chose.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is great. So I got most of their names, how I thought they were spelled, and then I couldn't understand. I put Bowser for one of them, and he said Mephisto. I was like, Mephisto, that's from Diablo.
Oh yeah,
Just like to
And
point
just
out-
watching old people back at the house.
yeah, it's like spelt Baalzebul.
Yeah, his name's Bowser.
It's like Balzebul, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ballsy.
Beelzebub?
No, that's what I said. That's what I said at first, but it's
And
definitely not
also-
it.
Cool. Very cool. I'm gonna end stream. I'll be right
So,
back.
I like that you misspelled Asmodeus when it's in Diablo.
I thought his name's Asmodeus.
It's supposed to be. Isn't it supposed to be pronounced
Hey,
as
Simba,
Asmodeus?
welcome to the end of stream again.
Either or.
Probably. I don't know.
You know, I'm not Cameron. I'm not gonna say no.
You mean when you first said Asmodeus, it
Rock me,
like
Amadeus.
my inner Cameron went. You mean Asmodeus?
Rock me, Asmodeus.
I was just laughing the whole time.
I mean, either way works. I mean, put the wrong emphasis on the right syllable, whatever.
Syllable.
Syllable. Love it. I'm just really proud of Rezar not killing someone today. And he is not at all upset about it.
Almost.
Hey! Close only counts in...
He threatened 3 people or something like that with their lives, but it's cool.
I'm just proud that Sean can finally get through a session without like having fucking battle withdrawals. Good job, Sean.
Battle. Oh,
Yep. Yep.
You're growing. You're growing as a player.
Stop.
I like the. This seems to be the work of a lusty devil, possibly barbed or bearded. Hopefully not bearded, which means it probably is.
Means it probably is.
Yep. We got plenty of information about Barb Devil, so it's going to be a bearded devil. And for some reason, I mean, it gives him +4 charisma, obviously. I mean, it's a beard.
Yeah.
You're growing as a player. I am growing as a player.
Well, I really hope, for you guys' sake, it's not a bearded devil.
Yeah, me too. 'Cause we're probably all gonna die unless we're like level 20.
Like, so much of me earlier was like, I want to make a fucking deal with the devil, and then actually have a god I have to fear, but I don't actually believe it's a god. Because even though we fought ghosts, I'm like, it was smoke and mirrors.
Just do it. Just call him the demon.
Rezar is still a fucking atheist. So your gods mean nothing to me.
Oh, I had it backwards. You'd rather it be a bearded devil
Because
than a barbed devil.
There you go. Beards are way less intimidating than barbs. So what? First time when I was
I'm
writing
shaving
notes,
my beard and I'm growing barbs.
exactly, you'll be fucking intimidating. But
Usually demons and devils, they're something that you fight that are kind of like underscored for their rating, their challenge rating, right? Because they have like special abilities and
Resistances.
interesting, resistances and interesting stuff. So keep that in mind. But nobody metagame. Don't look up devil stats.
I haven't. I was gonna start looking up, not hell dogs. Jesus Christ, hellhounds. They're hellhounds, Sean.
But Sean, if you're interested in all that stuff about the 9 Hells and D&D and all that, there's a lot of stuff you can read on that, man. They got
Oh yeah.
really fucking detailed shit about the 9 Hells. I think Wizards of the Coast for 3.5
Oh, they were great. It was
Um,
cocaine.
for as far as the lore goes, published like a whole book on just the lore about the 9 Hells. Like it's crazy stuff.
I love that shit, dude. I read one of the Diablo books. The only one that Evan had.
But I really wanted to like stress, the society of being a devil,
Right.
like in hell, like
Everyone is like super power hungry and constantly trying to surpass the other one. Nobody's
It's just like
honest.
Drow Society. It is
like-
just like Drow Society.
trying to eat each other to like gain each other's powers and like
It's
for
exactly
that
what I
part.
imagine
Crazy.
of fucking Diablo. It's how it is in the Hells.
Have you ever any of you guys ever watched Bleach?
No.
Soul Reaper. No, Hollows. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to Hollows, but way worse.
Okay, so Giante, you wanted to make something like Adderall.
And I made cocaine.
Which is like Adderall. Or so I've heard. I wouldn't know from personal experience because that's wrong. I'm just kidding. My cocaine's prescription. But yeah, the whole hell thing. I mean, I took hella notes. I did not mean to make a pun there. I'm sorry about that one.
Hella no.
You lose your inspiration.
It was an unintended pun.
But Tyler, I still have to talk to you about character development things.
Yes. You didn't message me this last week at all.
Yeah, I've been busy with work.
Yeah, just
As
for the next 3 days,
Archdevils,
I'll be on.
Greater
a
Devils,
lot.
Lesser Devils, and
So just
Lemure. Is it
Give me a
Lemure?
message.
I mean, I don't work until 2 tomorrow, so I could talk.
Hey, it is Lemure.
Just message me whenever, man.
Ew.
And
They're
we'll
gross.
discuss whatever you'd like to. I'm totally for character development.
Exactly.
Alright.
So, Lemure Devils look like something from fucking Scooby-Doo. I don't remember what monster. It was like a mud monster.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. Corrupt
Oh.
humanoids.
That might be like the the way a standard bearded devil looks, but I'll find a really badass picture.
Oh, that's all good.
Those are lemures.
Lemure, which are tormented humanoid souls that were corrupted.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that word either. So
Lemur. They're lemurs.
I was thinking about that too.
5e tool says lemure.
It's lemur.
oh, it does. So I was actually right.
Yeah, it's actually Matt Mercer pronouncing it, I think.
The fun part is I spelled it correctly because of your pronunciation. So when I googled it, it was oh yeah, this thing. Okay, lemure. Sounds French. I hate it. That's pretty fucking cool. Is that like a paladin?
Milana, if we ever reach the point that we're like level, let me check what level.
16 for reliable talent.
I found a picture for
No, for level 10 for me, then we can be very good together.
Ooh.
Can you see it, Tyler?
What's that?
I found a picture. It's under the
Where'd you put it?
Oh, I haven't put it. I was on stream. I can put it in. Copy.
It's on the stream. You said?
Yeah, I'm copying it now though.
Yeah, I wasn't logged into Twitch.
No worries. There it
I'm
is.
back. Sorry.
I wasn't giving you viewership. On D&D. There you go.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's hilarious. Dude, honestly, tonight's session went by a lot quicker than I thought it would.
We spent 3.5, 4 hours in a library. Meanwhile, I was playing Jacks with a marble. I learned how to count.
And your favorite number is 9.
Favorite number's 9. Which is funny.
I'm proud of all you guys for like allowing Jeremy to do his library thing.
That was totally fine. There was one point where I got a little tired of it when K9 kept trying to stop Eldrick, and I'm like, it's not going. You failed sharp. It's not. Okay, keep trying. Yep, slam the book shut.
Yeah. No, I was really upset because he rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, he just didn't give a fuck about anything you were trying to do.
Yeah,
After that, it's just like, yeah, no, bye.
It's fucked, man.
so how do you? It's not Asmodeus.
Of course, it's in a library,
Oh
too.
shit! Undo.
Fucking libraries.
I love that he actually rolls just ridiculously high when it's library related.
It's fucking.
He's gonna start getting advantage whenever he's in a library.
Fuck.
We're gonna have some big boss fight inside of a library, and it's gonna be everything he does is at advantage. And I was like, sure, whatever.
Asmodeus.
He's just fucking killing everyone to protect the book.
Oh, that was
He turns
close.
into a raid mob and then he's in a library.
Asmodeus.
Can this become a thing?
Maybe I'll find some kind of item that can empower him when he's in a library. And he can get advantage on certain rolls, possibly. I don't know. He doesn't need it. He already fucking rolls super high.
Okay, so while I did misspell Asmodeus, I misspelled it by 1 letter.
Yeah. I love the Blues Clues fucking.
Yes.
I don't like. I don't like it. Whenever you say Asmodeus, I think about like a 15th century French artist or something.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Blue's Clues. It's our notes. It's our handy dandy notebook. She's asking why I have Blue's Clues as our note picture. Kind of. It's our handy dandy notebook, obviously.
Obviously.
so
Rock me
I don't know.
Asmodeus.
doesn't Asmodeus just sound better than Asmodeus? I don't know.
I like Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus! If I ever,
I'd say Asmodeus or whatever.
I can't
That
wait.
sounds cooler.
Fucking 10 years down in this campaign, we're fighting the leader of hell, and I call him Asmodeus.
Hey,
Fucking
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus is his name.
Wow, if you guys actually and I'm not gonna say that could never happen, but if you guys actually killed Asmodeus,
We'd have to be like some serious
Asmodeus.
badass.
one of you, I don't know.
We'd be ascended
Oh,
to
I-
God.
I would
Dude,
definitely take over hell. I am chaotic neutral.
Flash-
that is
Flash
an
would just
easy
become a god.
transition until
I'm not gonna give any spoilers in case it ever does happen, but that'll be a very interesting occurrence.
yeah, boy, we're killing demons, devils.
I'm excited now.
Devils.
We need to go to hell, guys, and kill the.
Fucking excited too, man. I was so close to trying to rip open that portal last week, and then Ty was like, "Hey, Eldrick, you might want to tell him not to," and I'm like, "Oh, I was gonna." And the only reason I stopped is I was afraid that my axe would break. That's what stopped me, not because I was gonna go to this rift into
To
the
hell.
fucking, to hell.
No.
It was because I go to hell without my awesome level 5 fucking
So-
I can't go to hell without my blood ravager.
exactly.
So I haven't looked recently, but last time I checked, I
what a
think
douche is probably.
the
It's
challenge
Asmodeus.
rating for Asmodeus was 26.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's exactly how old I am.
Still more doable than the Tarask.
Jesus Christ!
So,
Yeah, Tarrasque.
Yeah.
What's the
Canine's got
Tarask
this no problem. Call
challenge
light.
rating?
well, to get to so, I'd say it wasn't because the Tarask you could just fight like in the open world. You have to get to the 9th level of hell to fight Asmodeus. So it sounds way
Can you
worse.
imagine
to me.
like how? Yeah.
I watched a story about a campaign. They're playing 3.5, and they had a fight at Tarrasque, and they also had a fucking mecha dragon, that was powered by 2 crystals in its eyes, one light and one that was dark. Turns out the dark ones runs off souls. Anything that dies within 50 miles of it gets sucked up into the dark crystal. It was fucking insane.
Oh boy.
Hearing myself talk about how excited I am about this, I'm a fucking nerd. Whatever. But how
Dude.
they didn't even beat it. There was a bitch in the town, a crazy voodoo witch, that put on fucking pieces of a small Tarrasque, like the arms and the head, and then fucking like puppeted. Like she fucking controls it, right?
My god.
And all the fucking mages around her like inspire her, so her constitution is twice that. Her constitution is so high, her health is twice that of the Tarrasque, and she sits there and chokes herself, draining both of their life until the Tarrasque itself falls unconscious because his health pool got too low. Like what
That's
the entire
crazy.
fuck?
What the fuck,
So-
dude?
And it's right around the time I'm watching these videos that we go from fighting goblins and orcs and trolls, which is super awesome, but I fought them in other games, to fucking hell demons. And we're talking about devil. That's such a jump from, hey, it's a troll. Oh, hey, he has 5 arms. That's wacky. And now we're fighting hell. And I'm fucking excited.
That's wacky.
Yeah.
So Asmodeus doesn't have an
Classic
official entry
hell.
at the moment in 5e. There's a lot of homebrew stuff though.
Doesn't have a specific what?
It doesn't have a entry like an actual monster entry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys wouldn't have to worry about that. I make sure he was nigh unkillable.
For now.
Alright.
Dude, hells are a fucked up place, man. We don't want to go there.
For some
Not
reason,
anytime
he
soon.
does psychic damage with every attack.
Oh, I am terrified now.
Did
Oh, you were making you fucking asshole.
so just so you guys know, I don't know where I read it. Where did I hold on. You know what? I'm gonna find it real quick. Give me just a second. Let me search this.
Okay.
So I can tell you exactly what it says. Let's see here.
This was a lot of exposition too, because
Hey, Sean,
hey Zach.
can you go back and just find the first time classic Corey was said? Clip that.
Oh yeah, actually, it shouldn't be too hard. My memory's pretty good.
Classic Corey.
It's just after we get back to town, remember at the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler doesn't believe that he said it.
I don't know if he was the one that coined it. I think about
He
it.
definitely like
He said it
we went
first.
into the bar, and it was while he was talking to the other
One of the bards was like,
gnomes or-
classic Corey.
Classic Corey.
Still here.
I mean,
I thought you
you
were
don't
gonna
see
end
anything
stream.
too bad. You just see some scrapes, like on his face and neck, and
Oh yeah, I'm still streaming. I never actually ended it. We're chilling now though. Fuck, I just jumped to where I didn't want to be. This is where he gets washed
okay. So
up.
I don't know how this plane
High off their fucking ass.
relates to hell.
Nonetheless,
Yeah, what's up?
Eldrick.
This is
you
one
know,
of the
knowing-
3 layers of Hades,
Gotta wait till they.
and it's called the Grey Waste.
Ooh. Yeah.
Prolonged exposure in the Grey Waste can turn players into literal. What are they called? Literal. They're called soul larvae.
Oh,
You literally
Jesus.
turn into a large maggot forever,
Oh my god.
Gross.
Just by being there.
just by being there for an extended period of time.
Would that be like a con save or?
Probably not.
It's
It would be
it's
a don't stay here
limit.
very long save.
Okay, it's a time limit. We gotta get there. We gotta kill him. We gotta get out, boys.
The
Yeah.
3 layers of Hades sounds more probably the demonic.
I did think.
Yeah,
signs.
demons.
Oh,
Is that how you say
oh,
it? Demons.
Daemon.
It's
Yeah.
It's demon.
Just
Fuck, don't.
demon,
Yeah.
Like that's a douchey way to spell demon. That's all.
Yeah.
that could be a possibility. Is still going to investigate just in
So I don't know how different that is from hell, but sure it's a
Well,
different plane.
It's a different plane.
Yes.
I
I like it. I
The demons and the devils hate each other and stuff. Just single digit. I thought you were going to continue with that.
certain layers of hell pretty
love
well
that
in
part. I
Crit
love that
Roll,
part.
and
gonna party.
because they
like
went
it's
to the
oh my
Iron
God,
City
what
of
the
I
Disney.
don't
fuck?
get anything
right?
back.
I was like, I have.
And that
So
shit
you-
was crazy because there's like always a blooming tower like in the center of the town. Like no matter how close you
Horribly
got to it,
Sharp
it was
claws
always
Oh my
there.
God, I'm doing the
Every
same
person
and
fucking
walking.
tail, almost like a rat.
We get one wrong.
And it was like really, really hot, and like you couldn't even be out without like burning and shit. Like it,
system.
shit would catch
we
on
have
fire.
no idea
like,
what
it's
could happen.
really
I'd
interesting.
hate to see something very unfortunate happen to you too.
All are
Tiny
weak
little
against my
gnome.
weapons.
A tiny
Yeah,
little
there's-
gnome can
All of
survive.
these planes have
It's
literal.
so hard to hear
like
them
if
talk
I'm here,
over
this
themselves.
happens. Shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
I think I
Yeah.
passed
Dangerous.
out.
I'm all in here. Let's go. Dangerous.
I'm not
stuff.
drunk though.
I do kind of like the idea of just like running a fucking crusade through the 9 layers of hell, one at a time,
Kind of like a.
on our way to kill as
By
we
creatures.
live.
And
I believe that's more or less the new like campaign setting.
Be right back. I have definitely I can't hear this. Oh.
Even expertise in history, so
Zach's been on fire. What's up?
This before. And things like what. It sounds kind of.
Am I further past? I don't know.
You get much of the same.
Everyone's cameras are off. These are actually hellhounds. I think it would be before this.
Like discussing it a little bit.
I like that you don't know how to spell
Um,
aisle. Okay. It's
I
gonna
feel
be
so
easy
bad
to-
for Sean right now.
You're
like
should-
wow.
I just got that.
Who all is partaking?
Oh, I'm getting blitzed, son. Yes! Oh God. You just lost your inspiration. What happened?
And I wasn't the
Insight
only
check
one.
to see if he's bluffing.
Those who are blitzed have heard their howls. I fashioned a dog trap I thought would capture one of them.
This is when he's telling us the
dude.
story.
If you could find a way to get the drug into his...
Drinking so much.
Wonderful.
These people
It was before discovering Hellhounds?
you spoke to about it.
I thought it'd be after. Yeah. I'm just like, so you're with the dancing?
I guess it
You
says
like hear a like a
I guess it
foreign
says
noise, but it's a
draw a
camera.
picture. It'll last longer.
This is when he's this is when he's getting bathed, and as we head back, he tells us a story, and then he tells his friends the same thing, minus the drug hallucinations. I will, cause I can take the hits.
Alana was a little hesitant.
Play, Sean. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. They're gonna make fun of me, but that's fine.
Like,
shouldn't
what?
be.
Play
She
DC?
fuck.
And,
Perhaps I can help.
Do you have any band-aids?
and get back
No.
to this
That's when he goes to make the
den of
drugs.
debauchery.
Yeah.
Are you taking the same
So,
shit that
Okay. D%. When's he talking to his friends? Jesus.
if anyone was gonna actually do it with me? So
So loud.
to try to find these drugs.
They're gonna be mad at me. And,
Working.
you guys walk in,
Nothing.
and the
Oh,
music
I would like to do
stops.
laundry.
Like,
If I can.
like, yeah, the record, like,
Good night, Simba.
and
you're going-
they all run over, and they're like,
We'll play a little bit of Destiny.
Corey, where were you?
Back in the game today.
And,
Here it is, boys.
it's like kind of not. It's like kind of awkward. You're like, it's like when somebody's getting, like, hold on a second. I got a message.
That is
Home Nation. I thought you said
No
AWOL
nation.
I thought
Ain't
AWOL
no
Nation.
nation.
Ale. Da-da-da-da.
Ale.
Yes,
Alright.
message. Blame it
So-
on the ADD, baby.
Yeah, basically, a few minutes go by, and he basically kind of tells them
There we go.
some of what he told you guys, but much differently. Like, he doesn't mention the drugs or the wolves or pretty much anything that he told you guys.
Well, what
Yeah.
what does he tell them? Like, so we hear all of this?
He says he got lost in the woods.
Oh, okay.
Ended up in a cave. That smelled horribly.
And they're all just like, yep, classic Corey.
There it is, boys! I found it.
Did you find?
You coining the phrase, classic Corey.
Classic Corey.
No, I didn't.
You did. That's
You
awesome.
100%
You,
did.
I just it's like he tells a story.
classic
Corey tells a
Corey.
story, and it was like, yep,
It was
classic
one of his
Corey.
troop members.
Yep.
Nah. Link it. I don't believe you.
Probably.
And they're all
Do we
just
get
like,
inspiration if he's right?
That smelled.
oh my god.
Do you get bonus
He's the only
experience
one
if
that
he's
ever
right?
uses it.
I'm joking.
Should have used inspiration on that fucking persuasion roll.
That
I'd just
smelled
like to point
horrible.
out, Scrogus,
And they're all
you're not
just
the
like-
only one.
Yep. Classic Corey. Gets lost in the woods.
What? That's our Corey. The tale of the High Hounds.
Nobody even like laughed when I said it. You guys are like
it
all
was
laughing
it
after
was
the
it
fact.
was a growing joke because the more I thought about classic Corey, and then he was just like, "That's our Corey," and I'm like,
That one had to brew a little
it
bit.
did. It kind of sat there, and the more I thought about it, I'm thinking of an old '90s sitcom, and he just looks at the camera, which is what happens after. this.
Classic Corey.
And he's like, I can't play tonight, guys. I just now found my way
Fuck your
back thanks
camera
to
up
these
on
people. And he
stream.
points to you
No,
guys,
stream.
and they're all like,
I can fix that. I fixed it. Fuck!
So,
Good fix.
Oh, it's still right here. That's fine. Horribly.
my throat thinks of these people. And easy and Discord turns looks to you guys like this.
Yeah, I think my best bet
guy's
is to
such a
just send
badass.
you a message for
Give him
whenever.
the thumbs up.
And
Because I don't get a lot
yeah,
of free
so they
time.
go up and they start playing their songs again. Best bet is for what?
To just send you a message as to what I was wondering if we could work on.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be quicker to.
Alright, boys. Nope, that's not right. That is incorrect. I need this. Okay, cool. I didn't do the fucking square. That. Let me scroll this down a little bit. Too high, too far. All sleeves need to go down. Those are owlbears. Indeed they are. That is going to do it for me tonight, boys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me get my music going. It's very important to end things how I always do, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, because no, I sure did. And I'll see you guys back here next time. As always, Samers play Samers time. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.